Okay, so this is the part 2 of your extension calculations for electricity. So this is all about calculating power. So if you recall from the lesson, power is essentially looking at how much energy is released over time, but you can also look at it in terms of current times potential difference. So there's two different ways that we can calculate the power. So just to remind ourselves about what all the symbols are and what the units are. So power is new for us. The unit of power is the watt. Okay, so not kilowatt, but watt. Energy, we've seen this before, is in joules. Time, again, is in seconds. We also have I times V, which we know very well at this point, which is current in amperes times potential difference, which is in volts. So let's, and again, these are both three variables. So let's say we wanted to solve for E, it would be P times time. If we wanted to solve for time, it would be E over P. So we've seen the three variable rearrangement so many times at this point, you should be able to do this pretty seamlessly. If we wanted to solve for I, it would be P over V. And if we wanted to solve for V, it would be P over I. So again, three variable problems similar to density and Ohm's law and charge calculations and energy calculations from in part 1. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. So we have calculate the power required to charge a cell phone if 740 joules of energy is transferred in 1 minute. So again, we're using grasp here because we're doing a word problem. So we are looking for power. We have the energy in joules, and we have time in minutes. So we know we're going to have to deal with seconds, so we might as well convert that right now. And that is just going to be 60 seconds. So remember, don't worry about sig figs right now. We're not done yet. So the formula to solve for power that involves energy and time is E over T. So P is equal to E over T, which would be 740 joules over 60 seconds. So 740 divided by 60 is 12.33 repeater. That is watts. And for sig figs now we need 2. So 740 is 2, 1.0 is 2. So this would just simply be 12 watts. Right? So the power to charge the cell phone is 12 watts. Okay, so let's take a look at another one, and then I'm going to have you try 2 out. Okay, so we have a two-parter. So we have a TV uses 100 volts of electricity and has a resistance of 35 ohms. Calculate the power of the TV. If the same TV is watched for 3 hours, how much energy does it use? Okay, so let's look at A first. So we have the voltage, we have the resistance, and we are looking for the power. Okay, so this is going to be a multi-step problem, we can tell right now. So let's take a look as to why that is. Okay, so power is equal to I times V. Okay. So we have V, but we don't have I. However, we have V and R. So we're going to actually have to use Ohm's law here. V is equal to I times R, which is V over R. So we need to first solve for I using Ohm's law because we have that information. Then plug it in and solve for for power. So let's do I first. 100 volts over 35 ohms. Remember, you're always seeing what information do we have and what can we use to solve for what we want here. So we have 2.8 0.57 amps. And now we can solve for P by doing I times V times 100 volts. Oops. That's going to be 285.7 watts. And then for sig figs here, actually we need just only one sig fig because of the number 100. So this would round to 300 watts. And then we would need, of course, a therefore statement. Therefore, the TV has 300 watts of power. Okay, so multi-step problems are very common. You'll probably come across more than multiples of this. Okay, so I'm going to make a new page here so we can do part B on this side. Okay, so part B, the same TV, and the time is 3 hours. Okay, but we know whenever we're dealing with time, for power calculations, we need seconds. So let's convert this now. So actually, we need to do this in minutes first and then seconds. So in every 1 hour, there is 60 minutes, which would be 180 minutes. Then we have in 1 minute, 60 seconds. So we have times 60. So we have 10,800 seconds in that time. And we're looking for energy. Okay, so energy is involved in this formula here, power times time. So the power, the reason why they're letting us know it's the same TV is so we can use our information from part A. So we calculated the power out. Now, this is a very important piece. If you are using a number from a previous question to continue onward, you do not use the significant digit rounded answer. Okay, we want to always use the original number because keep in mind, the original number, if we were to continue like with multi-step problems, you never round until your final answer. So the power for the TV is 285.7. Okay, so we're going to use that. We'll go back. So power times time. Power, energy is equal to power times time. Then we have those in the appropriate units. 285.7 watts times 10800 seconds. So 285.7 times 10,800. So we get here energy of 3085560 joules. And we need, let's see, only one significant digit. So in part B, the only number there that's given is the number 3. Ooh. So this 3,085,560 joules would actually round to just 3 million. And then we would have a little therefore statement. There you go. Okay, so keep in mind all the formulas that you've been learning in this unit, you can use them to build on with each other, right? Just like we saw there for part A, right? We used Ohm's law. Even though this is not really an Ohm's law question, you have to look at the information given and what you need to eventually solve for. Okay, so there are 2 for you to try out. So pause the video, give this first one a try. Remember to show all of your work using Grasp, and then we'll see how you did. All right, so let's take a look. So we have the energy amount, 1,200 joules. We have time already in seconds. That's really nice. And we're looking for power in the curling iron. So power is equal to E over T. We already have the units in the proper amount. So 1,200 divided by 60 is 20 watts. Okay, make sure you have a therefore statement. So the curling iron has 20 watts of power. Okay, take a look at this, pause the video, and give this one a try. All right, so let's start taking a look. So an oven has a voltage of 10.0 volts and runs a current of 5.5 amps. We want to calculate the energy used in the oven if it's on for 30 minutes, which we can calculate right now into seconds. So 30 times 60 is 1800 seconds. Okay, so we're going to have to do a few different things here. So let's recap. So we want to solve for energy. So E is equal to P times time, right? So we have time, we don't have power yet, but power is equal to I times V, and we have that information. So we're going to first solve for power and then plug it in to solve for energy. So power is going to be 5.5 amps times 10.0 volts, which is going to be 55 watts. And then for energy, let me move this down here, we're going to have 55 watts times 1800 seconds. So we get here 99,000 joules. Okay, and then actually we need only one sig fig. So this is 3 to 30 minutes is only 1. So this 99,000 will become 100,000 with no decimal point, of course. So your therefore statement, of course, should also be included here. So you would say the oven uses 100,000 joules of energy in 30 minutes or something along those lines. Okay, so of course you have the other portion of this lesson that was recorded. This is just the extension component that is for the AP prep course.